These planets that are going through the opposition to Jupiter and then opposing Uranus soon after, it's called translation of the lights with regards to these planets, Jupiter and Uranus. So far, Mercury has translated this light because it has opposed Jupiter and opposed Uranus. Whereas for Mars and the Sun, they're going through this process right now. So Mars opposed Jupiter on October 28th and is going to oppose Uranus this upcoming Saturday on November 11th. Sun opposed Jupiter on November 2nd, and that's when the Jupiter was brightest in the sky and closest to Earth. And the Sun will oppose Uranus on the 13th, which is going to be part of this new moon in Scorpio signature. Okay, so meanwhile, Venus is doing something totally different. Venus opposed Neptune, which brought up nebulousness in relationships, issues with boundaries, made human interactions a bit dicey when boundaries aren't clear. But now at this moment, Venus is trine Pluto, and going through some emotional honesty. Um, it's right before this graceful ingress into her home in Libra on November 8th, where Venus will be for the rest of the month. And so this is going to be a tonal shift because Venus is going from its fall into its domicile, its home. And the moon conjoining like within a day after facilitates this uh, new expression. So what this will do, like I said, this is still going to be another crazy intense month like October was, but with Venus moving into um, her home of Libra, it makes it a more positive November, which is not easy, but still positive. And so that's something to keep in mind. What does that mean for us? Like with the benefit of the sign and rulership, it helps to get things balanced because um, things can be difficult and they are only made more difficult if you don't have that equilibrium. So remember your center and then manage the wobbling scales from a position of being centered. So at least you are balanced even if you're going through the obstacle course. It does not change the terrain, but having equilibrium makes a huge difference in the experience of navigating it, as well as our capacity to do so. And that's what Venus is going to be offering us. It's going to be cleaning up that Mars transit that culminated in that nasty Pluto Mars Pluto square, which made things unbalanced. Remember the when we first heard about this terrible thing going on in the Middle East? So, detachment is especially relevant this year because the South Node is in Libra. So, the South Node or Ketu gives a quality of detachment, which is not always helpful, but in this case, one of the things is that with sadhana, it prompts the withdrawal of ego identification, which is good for getting distance from a conflict or difficulty that you're too kind of within. Like you need to zoom out because maybe you're in the bubble right now. So this can help with that objectivity and detachment that Libra can offer us. And then Mercury and Venus make a sextile on November 15th.